I'm really honored to have this invitation. I'm a delegate for the Council of Churches, for those that don't know me. I'm also the chief elder at the First United Church of Christ on Clinton Avenue. And we were out of the loop for a while, which is very unusual because our pastor, Reverend Emil Nagy, if anybody would remember that name, was one of the founders, our church was one of the founders of the Council of Churches way back when.
Okay.
So for me to get back into the loop is really a great honor. I'm representing Mike as our trustee, but also my husband. It's nice to have a trustee in the house and in the church. We're part of a legacy committee. I'll just give a real brief history. We had to sell our building due to dwindling membership, attendance, unable to generate new bodies, so to speak, and being of an ethnic background, Hungarian. In the beginning, we never opened our doors to everybody. We kept it just Hungarian. If you weren't Hungarian, well, we'll think about it. And I married a Polak, so. We came in 41 years ago. We were married 41 years this year. So we have...
so you're a diverse congregation now.
We are now.
Now we are.
Now we let anybody in. But we had tried many ways. We tried merging with other sister churches, never worked. We rented Episcopalians for a while until they found a new place. Then lo and behold, Bridgeport Tabernacle, Seventh-day Adventists, showed up at our doorstep one day.
By accident.
By accident. They thought the church down the street, St. Dimitri's, was for sale. So I was I still am the church secretary and chief elder. I showed them the building. So, well, while you're here, why don't you just take a look around? Well, they love the place. If anybody knows our building, United Hall is probably more popular than the church because everybody had weddings and the Rotary met there, anything to sell off the mortgage at that time, which they did in 8 years. But as time went on, we lost the whole generation. Mike and I are just about the youngest of the generation. We have people that come to church in their 90s with their walkers. Oxygen. And they come faithfully. We average 20 to 25 people on Sunday. But with the Bridgeport Tabernacle, they did manage to rent from us. They had a tent on Boston Avenue, and they thought coming to our building was paradise. So they rented from us for about 3 years, and the issue came up if they would. We were in such dire straits. We were robbing Peter to pay Paul. Our little staff, which is me, and 2 custodians, we were asked some days, don't cash your check yet until a deposit was made or a transfer. So things were getting pretty bad. And jokingly, the elder before me just had mentioned to the group there that, would you be interested in buying the building? Well, they went back to their conference, and Mike was involved in all of that with the mortgage, and first they were turned down because it was too high. So Mike and his gang, they went back to the drawing board, and they came up with a reasonable amount of money so they would get the mortgage, because deep in our hearts we wanted the building to stay a church. We were afraid if we put it out on the open market, it might become a strip mall, who knows. So Bridgeport Tabernacle, God bless them, they worship on Saturdays, we worship on Sundays, and the relationship is unbelievable. So that's how we got to the Legacy Committee. The money that we received from the sale of the church was put into a special fund, and over the years, past 3 years, Mike?
3 years, yep.
3 years, we started off picking 3 area Bridgeport organizations that we wanted to give to it. And we gave the Council of Churches the first year, Bridgeport Rescue Mission, and Project Learn at Pastor Nunez's church. And we kept that up. Last year we gave to more food pantries, Crop Walk, Carol Fansel helped us with that, Silver Lake, I mean, you name it. I have a legacy box, and we go through it and we do our homework. So this year, and this past year we gave to 2 seminaries, the UCC Seminary and the Philadelphia Lutheran Seminary. So we kind of like went over our budget. We have the money. It's not that we didn't have the money, but there's a certain legality of how much we can give a year. But I knew that we could still give one more gift. And I brought it to my people, and I said, I want to give it to the Council of Churches for the last was at the Fall Delegate, where we had the spring, where they had all the recognition, and it just warmed my heart what the Co-op Center is all about, giving second chances, because I had a second chance in life, and Mike and I both had a second chance in life, and to be able to give back and keep it going, it just wows me. I'm always speechless when I have to give out these gifts. I feel like the millionaire that used to ring the doorbell, remember? Not even funny. So, to make a long story short, I'd like to present to the Council of Churches to go to the Co-op Center, $10,000 from the legacy. It's a real check here. It's not one of those big wooden ones. This is the best we can do.
So you'll just look at Dale, and we're going to hold for the photo, because it's for the website.
1, 2, 3.
You can only take a look at Dale so long.
Yeah.
Thank you.